is the story of wheelchair basketball, a sport that defies expectation and empowers its players to reach new heights. In the bustling streets of India, where cricket is king and dreams of sporting glory are woven into the fabric of society, a different kind of game is silently changing lives. Now, let's hear from founder president of Wheelchair Basketball Federation of India, Madhavi Lata.
Wheelchair basketball sport is very dynamic, very energetic game, and it's team game.
As a para swimmer, she understands the incredible impact sports can have on the lives of persons with disability. While advocating for swimming, she discovered wheelchair basketball, a team sport that not only fosters leadership and teamwork but also channels the boundless energy of young athletes with disability.
First, we did some experiments by arranging camps through our YWTC charitable trust, and the results are amazing. Just within a week's time, when we arranged a camp, how many changes it brought in our players. They came from rural areas, they didn't have confidence. First time when they came there for seeing international coach and international standard stadium, but within a week's time, how they became, that transformation made me to think that it should not be stopped at just arranging at Chennai level. It should be taken to the country level. Luckily, I could get very passionate people from different fields related to this empowering persons with disabilities. So, like Anand, who is a physiotherapist and worked for classification, Raja, Kalyani, Sandy, Vishal, like various people, we all came together and started this National Federation, Wheelchair Basketball Federation of India.
Madhavi detailed the journey of forming the Wheelchair Basketball Federation of India and its progress during her presidency in her autobiography, Swimming Against the Tide.
This wheelchair basketball sport is a new sport for India when we started. Before that, a few rehabilitation centers were using this as a rehabilitative tool. But we wanted to bring it to the reach of all the common people outside those centers also.
Let's hear about the challenges faced during the inception of forming and expanding WBFI.
First thing is lack of awareness among parents, among persons with disabilities, government, public, these facility owners, everywhere. They don't even know that persons with disabilities can play these type of dynamic sports. For that, what we did, we went to different states. Each and every place we arranged introductory courses, camps like that. And we worked with local NGOs working for persons with disabilities and state governments. And we, with the limited resources available, we made that place accessible and arranged that camps.
Now, let's hear from Mus Kalyani, the founding Secretary General, whose key role in spreading the sport across multiple states has been vital.
I still remember going to Northeast, Assam and Manipur for the first time. There it was all mostly in hill area, and they have never come out of the house, stepped out of the house. They have never seen another person with disability at all. It was only they were confined within the house. So when they could see some around 20 to 30 of them similar to them, and who had also had a similar passion and interest to play, they found it very, I don't know how to express their feeling. They were very happy to come out and play and participate, and that is how we had a very overwhelming response wherever we went.
They encouraged the formation of state-level association and provided guidance on the process, sharing the bylaws with them. Workshop on governance for both the National Federation and State Federation were organized, covering roles, auditing, fundraising, proposal writing, organization, and more. State office bearers were invited to participate in these workshops. Now, let's explore the necessity of financial discipline within a sporting organization with Vishal.
The treasurer role is a bit, a lot of paperwork role. So you need to have an in-depth knowledge. We conducted a lot of sessions also. I conducted a lot of sessions. and we try to share our knowledge, what a treasurer has to do from the starting, from how to register the trust till how to get it audited. So entire thing, a session was being taken. So we want all the state associations to to make a organized. They all have their own clubs, and I think they have all their own clubs. But I want all the state association to make it into an organized form. They put their own society, register the society, apply PAN card, file their income tax returns, maintain all the documents. There should not be any. There should be transparency in what they are maintaining.
But it wasn't a cakewalk. Getting the support of the local government, local associations, and the support from the national level government sports department was challenging, and the main challenge was identifying an accessible stadium.
We faced so many different types of challenges. Some places they were not ready to give their place also. They told that never our stadium was used by para sports person. And next is equipment, because it is not like swimming or athletics where we don't need that much equipment, but here we need sports wheelchairs, and these are all expensive also.
Each wheelchair of the basic model costs about 40,000 rupees, and if you have a high level wheelchair it costs about 6 lakhs. So imagine if you want 10 high level wheelchair, you have to pay 60 lakhs.
Some places we faced challenges like they thought that these wheelchairs will damage their wooden courts. But actually these wheelchairs are meant for wooden courts, and if we play outside, those wheelchairs will get damaged. And next, coming to recognition part, some state governments are giving equal recognition on par with our Olympic players. In some places we try to explain all these things to those state governments, but still there are some differences in that aspect.
The recognition from the International Wheelchair Basketball Federation for WBFI has significantly elevated the technical expertise within the country, while also providing players with valuable opportunity to participate in the international event.
When we got International Wheelchair Basketball Federation recognition, with their support we arranged some courses here to train classifiers, referees and coaches. So we put all our efforts to have that required skill in all these technical aspects.
Now let's hear from the technical experts of wheelchair basketball, classifiers, referees and coaches.
So the classification, I can tell you, it's a lifeline of the wheelchair basketball. For example, athletics, we have a different classification system itself, totally different. We have a track and field. And for swimming, we have S1 to S10. But for wheelchair basketball, we have a point system. It's a group sports. So we have 5 in the team. So 5, the maximum score is 14 points. So there will be a mix of players totally into 14 points. The classification, we have 1 to 4.5, which is 1 is being the most affected and 4.5 being the least affected. Above 4, they can stand and walk with support. But 1 is the highly affected with only a slight arm control.
According to their disability and functional status, how they function, their upper limb, their trunk, their body, how they are functioning. According to that, we have to classify.
So they have to really religiously train the upper body to a different level for them to play wheelchair basketball. Just like the game belongs to the players, the referees also have a pertinent chance for them to grow in this game. And that's why we are tapping younger referees to make them go for tests where they can go up to the international level and become international IWBF referees.
பாஸ்கெட்பால் விளையாண்டு முடிச்சு கற்றுக்கிட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் அவருக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருந்தால் இந்த ரூல்ஸை கற்றுக்கிட்டு அவர் பிளேயர் ரெஃபரி ஆக முடியும். அவர் வீல் சேர்லேயே ரெஃபரி பண்ண முடியும்.
We don't have a lot of trained coaches in the country, and we have a diverse and vast nation. So all those scattered players needs day-to-day attention and day-to-day coaching and throughout the year. That doesn't happen. I think we have to, our coaches, organizers, like this WBFI experts or coaches, they have to go to place, find some talent, find the players there, and they have to, shifted to an academy type of thing and train them regularly throughout the year. That will work. Otherwise, there are a lot of difficulties.
The main challenge with the players is like few do have some, they've been based out educationally, they've been doing their college and they would come out from the college, and the multiple challenges on the financial support where the players would look out for a minimal bread or probably earning, which is one thing which been a support, and probably the sports wheelchair what we have been using is all the motivation one. So the customization of wheelchair is the other challenge what the players are facing. So 7th National is a great milestone. Post-COVID, this is something where they are trying, where WBFI is trying to organize an amazing tournament with a lot of challenges the players have gone through, the organization have gone through. Right now, we see a great future coming up.
विकलांग मन में वही सोचता है ना, हम भी कुछ करना चाहता है, कुछ दिखाना चाहता है. वही WBFI ने सोचा है, हाँ इंडिया के अंदर में इतना विकलांग है, उन लोगों को कुछ करना चाहता है, वो दिखाने के लिए हम आगे ले जाएगा. कैसे? इंटरनेशनल लेवल तक विकलांग लोग खेलेगा, जो इंटरनेशनल लेवल का मेडल लेके आ जाएगा, जो अपना देश का नाम रोशन हो जाएगा.
This reach would not have been possible without the support of all stakeholders, government, ICRC, IWBF, PCI, US, UK and Australian consulates, corporates, educational institutions, etc.
एक जो सिस्टम बंद हो गया था कोरोना के कारण, अब वो सिस्टम को हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया है. यहाँ पर अभी राजनांदगांव में व्हीलचेयर बास्केटबॉल फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडिया का इलेक्शन भी हुआ है, तो अब फर्दर गवर्नमेंट के साथ मिलके ये इस गेम को और आगे बढ़ाएंगे. अभी जैसे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने खेलो इंडिया पैरा गेम्स भी स्टार्ट किया है, तो आने वाले समय में हो सकता है व्हीलचेयर बास्केटबॉल के बच्चे भी पैरा खेलो इंडिया और पैरा एशियन गेम्स, पैरा ओलंपिक गेम में भाग लेंगे. इसी तरीके से
The present leaders of WBFI are dedicated to advancing the sport in the country. Now let's hear from the president, Mr. Varun.
For next 10 years, I want to see that Indian wheelchair basketball representing at World Championship. And for that, we need a long-term development model, maybe 5 years or 10 years. To achieve all these targets, there are 4 things are necessary. Activating the communities of physically challenged peoples, activating the communities where they live, having a positive sports environment, and 4th is a systematic approach. As a president, जो मेरा जो विजन है, मैं चाहता हूँ कि डिसीजन मेकिंग में, लीडरशिप में फिजिकली चैलेंज प्लेयर, फिजिकली चैलेंज पीपल आगे आए. स्टेट टीम का कोच बने, डिस्ट्रिक्ट टीम के कोचेस बने, है ना, विमेन में भी आगे आए, वो क्लासीफायर आए, वो रेफरीज मुझे दिखने चाहिए. मैं चाहता हूँ मुझे रेफरीज व्हीलचेयर्स पे विसल्स कर रहे हैं, कोचेस व्हीलचेयर्स पे कर रहे हैं, तो वो ही पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट लाता है और वही हमारा एक्चुअली इंक्लूजन, डिसेबिलिटी जिसको हम इंक्लूजन कहते हैं, वो हमारा पर्पस फिल अप करता है.
Indian wheelchair basketball coaches and administrators visited the US at the invitation of the US government, where they learned from their American counterparts and shared their experiences.
Again, with the help of WBFI and with their great support and encouragement, we had an opportunity to visit US, part of cultural exchange program, sports visitor exchange program. So I learned a lot in that trip actually. So one of my project got selected. So my project has 2 goals. One ultimate goal is to increase the participation levels of para athletes in para sports in India.
Meet Hindu from Chennai, a determined athlete who overcame a congenital disability with parental support to excel in athletics and become a successful wheelchair basketball player.
அம்மாக்கும் அப்பாவுக்கும் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் என்னை பெரிய ஆள் ஆக்கணும்னு அவங்களுக்கு ஆசை. என் பொண்ணு ஒரு இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் லெவல்லாச்சு போயிடணும் அப்படின்ட்டு ஒரு ஆசை வச்சுருந்தாங்க. ஆனால் அத்லெட்டிக்ஸில் முடியல. வீல் சேர் பாஸ்கெட் பால் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நான் இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் என் பொண்ணு ஓப்பனாக சொல்கிறேன், என் பொண்ணு ஃப்ளைட்டில் போகணும், அவளோட ஆசையை அவள் நிறைவேற்றிக்கணும் அப்படின்ட்டு இது பண்ணாங்க. அதே மாதிரி நான் ஃப்ளைட்லேயும் போனேன், இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் மேட்சும் அட்டன் பண்ணேன். ஸோ இந்தோனேஷியாவில் வின் பண்ணோம், பிரான்ஸ் மெடல் வின் பண்ணோம். எனக்கு ஒரு திருப்தி, அம்மாக்கும் அப்பாவுக்கும் அந்த ஒரு இதுவை கொடுத்துட்டேன்ட்டு. ஆனால் இருந்தாலும் என்னோட ஆசையும் அம்மாவோட ஆசை அப்பாவோட ஆசை என்னென்னா நான் ஒலிம்பிக்ஸ் போயிட்டு வின் பண்ணணும்னு ஆசை. அதை கண்டிப்பாக நான் ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும். ஆஃப்டர் கோவிட் வந்து இப்போ நேஷ்னல்ஸ் நடந்துட்டுருக்கு. ஸோ இது அட்டன் பண்ண எப்படியாச்சும் வரணும் அப்படின்ட்டு தான் நான் வந்து இங்கே இவ்வளோ நாள் வந்து என்னை இது பண்ணலை. சரி இதையாச்சும் நம்ம வந்து அட்டன் பண்ணி ஆகணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு என்னோடய பேபியும் நான் கூட்டிகிட்டு வந்திருக்கேன். இதையுமே நான் யோசித்தேன், பேபி இருக்காங்க, சரி எப்படியாச்சும் மேனேஜ் பண்ணி அவங்களையும் இப்போ தான் 1 year ஆகுது அவங்களுக்கு. ஸோ எப்படியாவது மேனேஜ் பண்ணி கூட்டிகிட்டு போயிடணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தான் நான் வந்தேன். நான் அட்டன் பண்ணணும் நேஷ்னல்ஸ். இவ்வளோ நாள் வந்து கேப் விட்டு நான் வந்திருக்கேன்னா எனக்கு அம்மா அப்பா சப்போர்ட் இருக்காங்க, ஹஸ்பண்ட் சப்போர்ட் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதனால் வந்துட்டேன்.
Hindu's mother urges the government to grant her daughter a job, acknowledging her hard work and performance in athletics and wheelchair basketball. Now, let's hear from Tamil Nadu State Association representative about the support for women players.
So, in our case, we are dealing with people with disability, women with disability. So that's not that much easy to convince their parents, convince their relatives to pull them out and make them excel in a sport, right? So, but in our case, it's like the champions who already playing in the society. Like you take Hindu from Tamil Nadu. She was there. She was playing. Her father, her mother, now her husband. Everyone is a part of this game. Wherever she goes, they come with her. And even after the childbirth, most of our women, they stop going to education. They stop going to work. The main barrier is kids. Once kid comes, they stop playing, they stop studying, they stop working. So here, when Hindu, now she has a baby, and along with her baby, her parents, her husband, everyone is coming to the ground. So this is the right kind of support a woman needs when she wants to pursue or when she wants to achieve her dreams. And in our side, we are encouraging their family, not only the players, we are encouraging their family to make sure that the girl, the woman who is who is an inspiration in the sport, pursues her dream.
Let's explore Cotesh's story. Hailing from a tribal hamlet in Telangana, Cotesh faced polio, yet neither financial hurdles nor disability hindered his path to becoming a triumphant wheelchair basketball player.
గేమ్కి నేను పూర్తిగా అడిక్ట్ అయిపోయినా. ఈ గేమ్ లేకపోతే నేను వేరే జాబ్ చేయాలంటే కూడా ట్రై చేసిన చాలా వరకు. మన WBFIనే MNC కంపెనీస్లో ఇంటర్వ్యూకి ఇదంతా రిఫర్ చేశారు చాలా వరకు. చేసినా కూడా సెలెక్ట్ అయ్యాను. సెలెక్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత కూడా నేను జాబ్కి పోవాలంటే గేమ్కి అంత పిచ్చితోటి అది ఏ జాబ్ చేయకుండా ఇట్లనే మేనేజ్ చేసుకుంటూ వస్తున్నాను. నేను ఒక్కని కాదు, టీమ్ గేమ్ కాబట్టి టీం అందరూ మంచిగా ఆడి అందరి టీం మన ఇండియా మొత్తం వీల్చైర్ బాస్కెట్బాల్ అందరిది గోల్ ఏంటంటే మనం పారా ఒలింపిక్స్కి క్వాలిఫై అవ్వాలి.
Once Coteshs joined our team, then Telangana has a representation at India level. Coteshs with his dedication and excellent appetite to learn basketball quickly, he helped the entire team actually. He motivated a lot of newcomers also, and his dedicated and passion helped others also to pick up the game. Then he started representing at India level and started the journey with international tournaments and all.
Let's discover how WBFI supported their players during the COVID-19 pandemic.
2020, everyone knows, our generation never saw such type of situation. All of us were locked in our homes only.
WBFI అప్పుడు ఏం చేసిందంటే అన్ని ప్లేయర్స్కి ఒక ఛాలెంజ్ లాగా ఇచ్చారు. ఏమని, ఇంట్లోనే ఉండి మీరు ఏం ఇది చేయకుండా ఏదైనా ఎక్సర్సైజు ఇంకా ఏదైనా అట్లా చేస్తూ ఉండాను అనేసి థైరా బ్యాండ్ ఇంకా డంబల్స్ బాల్ అది ఇప్పించారు. డైరెక్ట్ కొరియర్ చేశారనమాట. ఆ టైంలో చేసిన తర్వాత వాటితోటే మేము ప్లేయర్ టు ప్లేయర్ ఛాలెంజ్ చేసి నేను ఇప్పుడు ఇది చేస్తున్నాను మీరు అడిగి చేస్తారా అన్నట్టు ఎక్సర్సైజ్ చేసి మేము డైలీ గ్రూప్లో ఫేస్బుక్లో ఇక్కడ పోస్ట్ చేయడం జరిగింది.
Because on the court they may learn practical thing, right? But theory part also, to teach them, we used this opportunity. So with all these things, we arranged virtual championship and we provided cash prizes also to them. The International Committee of Red Cross also supported us a lot. In that way, we try to take care of our players' well-being, and also they should not forget the sport. So for that also, whatever efforts were possible during that COVID time, we made.
Now, let's explore the positive impact of the sport.
After we started this sport, even starting with me itself, after starting swimming only, I got the confidence to come into this social life and starting these activities. So there itself, I recognized how much transformation this sport brings. After that, so many players, many of those players told us first time in their life, they came out to another state and participating in these type of camps. So that gave them lot of confidence. They came out from their homes, they saw other people and with similar type of challenges or more than their challenges. So how they are managing. So they learned from each other. That is like a peer level mentoring like that. So that helped them. The players who came, female players particularly, who came along with a family member initially, after that they started traveling alone. They got that much confidence.
Start with an example of Sakshi. She's a young basketball player, amputee. She lives in the hills in Uttarakhand. Very young person, and she took up the sport at a very young age. I think about in her teens, late teens, etc. She took up the sport. She came in with a lot of enthusiasm to play. Yes, she had absolutely the resolve to play and engage with other colleagues and play. And over the time, she built confidence. And she's come from up north, may not be in a family where which speaks and communicates in English, etc. She realized that English is very important to build if I have to grow in a career. And she got associated with the sport. We had a mentorship program where mentors help and coach each individual. She took the best out of the mentor. She engaged with various other, other than to develop her own skills in communication. She's a prolific public speaker now.
मान लीजिए देखिए है तो लाइक उनका जो भी डिसेबिलिटी है उनको एक एडवांटेज लेके उन्होंने जो भी किया है और उनका जो स्पिरिट है स्पोर्ट्समैन स्पिरिट और वो जो जुनून के साथ खेल रहे हैं वो देखना मेरे लिए एक एज अ वॉलंटियर एक खुशनसीबी है कि मैं हेल्प कर पा रहा हूँ उन लोगों को एंड एज अ स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा इंस्पिरेशन है.
And some of the players, they got admission in reputed educational institutions because of the recognition they got through this sport. Not only in India, even abroad also, some players went and some people got jobs. So those who have already had jobs, they got some recognition in their offices with their achievements.
చాలా మంది కొన్ని స్టేట్ల జాబ్స్ కూడా పార్టిసిపేషన్కి జాబ్ ఉన్నాయి, మనీ రివార్డ్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. ఇట్లా వస్తే పారా ఒలింపిక్స్ ఆడినందుకైనా అట్లీస్ట్ జాబ్ వచ్చి లైఫ్లో సెట్ అవ్వచ్చు.
Now that COVID and all the other things are behind us, we will continue to have nationals in 2024 and 2025 so that our players can become better and better. And we should identify young talent so that we'll get more and more players to replace the aging players. So that would be a great thing if the Wheelchair Basketball Federation of India can get sponsors to do all these things.
And another thing is right now in India, with regard to para sports, only government is giving recognition for Paralympic Committee of India. But Paralympic Committee of India directly takes care of certain sports only, like shooting or athletics like that. But wheelchair basketball, this should be taken care by Wheelchair Basketball Federation. So such type of sports where Paralympic Committee of India is not directly taking care of that sport, if government gives recognition to those federations, it will be very helpful. If that happens, I think these sports also will get more support.
Let's hear from Madhavi about the vision of YWTC, which not only aided the formation of WBFI but also supports persons with disability to enter the entertainment industry.
And right now my vision is I am working both for sports and arts. So through our trust also we are working for having one academy for sports and arts, particularly for persons with disabilities. It can be inclusive also. So we observed the transformation and we would like to work towards that.
Wheelchair basketball was introduced in 25 states in India from the inception of WBFI in 2014, and around 750 persons with disabilities, around 450 men and 300 women were trained in the wheelchair basketball.